Hello, hello, hello. How you doing, people? Brothers and sisters, how you doing today? Oh, yes. As by Christ Pentecost, the day of Pentecost is represented. We are the light of Israel, baptized in the name of Yeshua. Jesus died on Calvary 2,000 years ago. Like I said, morning. How's everybody doing? As I was walking, I was just thinking, always, like I always say, it's a part of the partner heart through the spirit, and it's going to be important to you. Now, I was just thinking about the Narc, the Jez, etc., etc., and not thinking about them like in a bad manner or anything like that. We already know they are who they are, the reprobates. But what I was just thinking about was the volumes of what they do. Like, right, just like the person that got God in their life, you could tell, as Christ said, by the fruit. Regardless of situations, you can tell by the fruit that they have in them. So, when you look at a reprobate, a Narc, a Jez, etc., etc., their spirit speak more than their words. They have some hurting words. Like, they got some stinging words. Like, I think your baby's gonna die. I think if you have a daughter, she's gonna get raped. They say stupid things. They say some of the most dumbest things. And they got a lot of, like they said, they got a lot of enablers, probably. But yeah, they got a lot of enablers and everything like that. So right. So believe me, that what they say, it does ring bells. I mean, of course, you get over it. Christ tell you don't worry about it. You cancel them, of course. I'm not talking about that, but right. But what I'm saying is this, that like it's the spirit itself that ring bells also. That's why sometimes it's hard to forget about the stuff they say and do. And they do a lot of different things. They violate, as the saying goes, they have no boundaries. They are straight violators. So my thing though is, right, so, but yeah, once again, the spirit speaks more volumes than their words. It's the spirit, right? Because just like a person, like I said, with good fruit, they got Christ. Their spirit going to speak more volume than their words because it's the spirit of God. So that's a beautiful thing, right? But when somebody got Satan in them, they're son and daughters of Satan. Woo! That's, understand? So that's what I realize now why sometimes some of us, like me, I got caught up sometimes, had temper tantrums and, etc., etc., right? But that's the point. So I realize it's the spirit that speaks volumes. That's just like a person with a confused spirit. A person with a python spirit, a person with, whatever kind of spirit the person may have, it's the spirit that speaks more volumes than the person. So, because, of course, it's coming out the person's mouth. They say abundance in the mouth, the heart speaks. Right, absolutely. But at the same time, right, even when that's done, you might say, hey, you know what? Even though this person is violating, etc., etc., God got to take care of him. Take care of her, whatever. But it's the spirit that be, I may say haunting you, like, what I'm saying, and I don't necessarily mean haunting, but I mean it's that spirit that's got you, like, right, so you wondering why you're still thinking about the individual, like Paul said, principalities, probably principality, so that's what it is, principality. That's why it stayed stuck and everything else. But so now I realize it. I thought, I said, why people get to you like that, bother you so much when I was really like that. But now I realize, yeah, well, they're principalities. So it's just because it's the spirit that does all the negativity. It's the spirit that allow robbery, allow rape, allow cheating, stealing, sarcasm. That was it's just the spirit that allow all negativity, murder, this and that, lying, and then when you got the enablers and all the flying monkeys. So that's what I mean. So when you look at it, you're like, wow. But at the end of the day, the person, the head Narc is still powerless. That's the crazy part about it. That's the crazy part about it. That's how you know they're so shallow. But at the same time, you gotta remember, shallow spirit is a desperate spirit. So it's gonna try to reach everybody, like regardless. Like I said before, one of the days, I said, I told somebody I know, a principality, a former principality I used to live with. I said, yeah, you get 80,000 people, but that doesn't stop God from crushing your head, because you know what you're guilty of. You know, you can say, I'm guilty of this and that. You know, you can bring up everything. You can bring the past up. You can bring up things about your mother, your father, your this, your that. It doesn't matter. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying in general right now, right? It doesn't matter. It's you. Like, you understand? So you can get 1 million people or whatever the case is. But if you are not right with yourself, and if you are not right with God and you don't take it to the cross, I mean, you're in a lot of trouble. So that's what I mean. So you got to realize why these people go so much. It's like a person that loves money. You know, they love money, so they get money. They get billions, they get billions, they get billions, and they get trillions. A narcissist say, you know what? I got this one believing me. I got that one believing me. You know what? Now I want his uncle, his cousin, is this his friend, is this his girl, you know, and they keep going on and on and on, and they go on, and they lie after lie after lie after lie after lie after lie. You know what? So basically, that's just the spirit. Like, but what? Spirit of Satan. Right, you understand? So that's why it gets to you as such a stronghold. You know, that's it gets to us sometimes, right? It's such a stronghold. Like I said, now it doesn't bother me, but hey, like they say, I'm a narc abuse survivor. You know, I survived that. And believe you me, that was tough. Because like I said, they are relentless, they're ruthless, and they're dangerous. And it's not even them, because if they was really that dangerous, you know, like I said before, you know, they would be warriors. They're beasts. Because they're scared, they cover things up with lies, they're very shallow. Some of them never knew their fathers. Some of them never knew their mothers. Some of them did know their mothers and fathers. And then they get with bastard guys that, you know, influence them. But you know, right, the bastard influenced them with logic, with reasoning that, you know, sounds good. Tell them they're a goddess, you know. They tell them they're a goddess. Oh, baby, you a goddess, I'm a god body. You know, things like that, you know, acknowledge yourself and a bunch of nonsense. You know, so even the one that knew a mother and father becomes a whore of the narc. You know, so one thing that they know how to do, they know how to actually follow the traits of their mother. And that's no disrespect, but they know how to follow the traits of their mother when they don't have their father. Because, as you can see, the traits they have are basically manipulating. What they do is manipulating women into doing what they want. Okay, yeah, you know, it's crazy, but all I know is, you know, like I said, I'm not going to go into the topic of that, but actually this is the topic. But what I'm saying is, I see why it rings so many bells. I see why it rings so many bells, because Satan is reigning in their life. Reigning in their life. So, you know, y'all know the saying, go no contact, get away from these freaks. Because they don't even realize how they're being used. Or some of them know how they're being used, because you know what? Now they've been being used for years. And it hasn't stopped. You know. And I mean, they are relentless. And I'm going to tell you like this. Like I said, right, when God is reigning in you, when the Christ is reigning in you, ooh, Satan starts reigning in them even more, because he's getting Satan so mad. Because you got to realize, like I said, within my case, I was, oh my goodness, okay, we can say born around narcs. I was with narcs, I was with Jezebels, but as I said before, it was my lovely grandmother that brought me to Christ. You know, like I said, she didn't baptize me, but her prayers and everything else worked, and God, you know, my grandmother made that covenant. And it was up to me to make it later on, which I did with my son. You know, which is beautiful, which I'm supposed to do. It's not nothing big, I'm supposed to do that. But what I'm saying is, right, so I was, you know, ooh. So to tell you, you know, that I wasn't around narcs, trying to cater to them at one point, or whatever the case may be, you know, it's crazy. You know, it's sick and it's crazy. And, you know, narcs, they don't understand when something's over. You're like, you know what, it's over. Like, you know, yeah, like they're not normal. Like, you know, they don't understand when a cutoff. That's something they don't understand. You know, that's what makes them even more dangerous. Because, you know, you can cut them off and tell them, look, y'all cut off because, you know, glorifying God, now I'm born again, I'm saved. They'll say, I'm telling you. So that's the point. You know, you have, so like I said, other people cutoff points is definitely different. But yeah, I'm telling you, because I you know, and that should get to you too, you know, because Satan really likes to bother you. Because you telling them, you're like, okay, look, you know, I'm born again now. You know, I follow God, follow the Spirit of God. And you let them know, if the Spirit don't tell me to come around you or y'all, that's not gonna be done. They looking at you like, you know, and they looking at you like you're playing. You understand? So that's what I mean when I say people taking God for a joke. You see, you can't take me for a joke, or him or her for a joke, or the church for a joke, or whoever for a joke. Because first of all, we are jokes. Right, so I'm going to be honest with you. If we didn't have God in our life, right, if I didn't have God in my life, there'd be no need for me to be separating from no narc. Because see, one thing I like to do is tell the rational truth. And I do, and I'm always going to do that. Like, regardless. And God has given me the right to do that, right. The rational truth is this. It'd be stupid to be trying to get away from a narc, okay, yeah, on your own, when, even though you're inviting the demons when you're on the other side, you know how to defeat a narc. See, I know how to defeat narcs. Like I said, because they're shallow. I know how to get to people because I was out there. So you understand, that's what people don't realize. Like, and I'm going to say it again, all right. It's the case of the Apostle Paul and a lot of people, right. The more we was out there in danger, and the more we was out there in strongholds, and we knew how to, like, you know, put the stronghold on people and things like that, believe you me, I know how to do that. I know how to go up to somebody's face and threaten them and tell them this and that and get sarcastic and then let them know I'm serious, and then I know how to do that without worry about the, you know what I'm saying, law. Because if you're smart and you got a stronghold in life, you know how to get away. That's my point. That's why, like I always say, and when I say when the Lord, Father Yahweh, saved my life, Satan himself or his dominions did not see it coming, because I let no indication to it. So I'm not trying to compare it and somebody else say, oh yeah, well me, I'm not talking about comparisons. It doesn't matter. If the Most High saved your life, and he saved my life, I'm not better than you, I'm not worse than you. You're not worse than me, you're not better than me. God's better than all of us. So that's my point. But what I'm saying is right. The way God works, the miracles of God. See, like I said once more and again, if I was talking about myself, I wouldn't have to talk about God. Like I said, I was on the other side. I know how to talk about myself. And this has nothing to do with me. It has to do with what was done to me. The testimony. That's what I'm talking about. Right, you understand? So when I say the day of Pentecost rain, I mean, like I said, it can rain wherever it wants. Baptism happens because you got baptized also, didn't you? And Jesus died on Calvary, right? That's what I'm talking, you know, and it's a simple thing, but that's what I mean. So, it's not about trying to listen to me and trying to make a topic out of something I'm not saying. It's about making the topic about what it is. The topic is always about God. It never left God. It's always going to be about Him, and that's that. But like I said, though, the more the rebel that was out there doing whatever he is, if by any chance, because them are reprobative ways, trust me, I know, but for any chance like myself was saved, I'm going to say it once more and again, I didn't know the Bible. And I did a lot of stuff I didn't know, but that's my point.